My name is Clive Conway. I'm the chair of the Desmond Tutu Foundation UK and the managing director of Clive Conway Productions, and I'm here today with the Lunchbox Millionaire.
So tell us a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and your background.
So at the moment I'm very involved with the day-to-day workings of the Desmond Tutu Foundation, and we have two main areas. One is psychologically informed mediation, peace and reconciliation in the workplace, in communities, listening to other people, making them feel heard. We're about to do this in Northern Ireland with the prison service, the prison officers there, helping them effectively or more effectively communicate with themselves and the prisoners. The other bit of our aspect of our work is working with disaffected young people and bringing them together with the police in their area in safe round tables and giving them the space to be heard, but also to try and review their perceptions of each other.
So how did you get into this? How did you get into all this work?
So I became involved in the Tutu Foundation shortly after 2010, when my production company put Desmond Tutu on, interviewed by Sir Trevor MacDonald, in the Fairfield Hall, Croydon. And we got a very, very large audience. It was filmed by the news channels and promoted by LBC Radio, and it was a great occasion. And the Tutu Foundation UK heard about this, who were also doing work in Croydon, and they said, would I help them grow and progress, which I have since done.
Okay. And why are you so passionate about this work? Why are you so passionate about this work?
Well, I've always been split in two, so I've always been what they call an entrepreneur in business circles, but in my world, which is theatre and music, it's more a producer. It's the same idea, and I'm very keen also at the same time to play my flute to the best of my ability, which involves a lot of listening.
And what motivates you in the morning when you get up? Tell us about your daily routine. What motivates you as an entrepreneur?
It's very much a case of bringing people together who are very talented and trying to motivate them to work together. And so this has happened in my own music career, getting together with other musicians, making recordings, giving concerts, and performing on radio and television. And in this work with the Tutu Foundation, again, it's very much getting people to do things they would never have not normally done. So we have wonderful ambassadors ranging from Sir Hugh Ward, who was the Chief Constable of Northern Ireland after the Troubles, and he transformed the police force there, to a whole range of people, Sir James Galway, the flautist, and former ambassadors in the diplomatic corps. We have about 80 ambassadors, and one of the reasons we have all these ambassadors is that Desmond Tutu is now retired from public life, so we need them to go out and promote our work.
So what challenges have you come up against that you've conquered?
What's that?
What challenges have you come up against that you've conquered?
Oh, many challenges. Gosh. It's hard to know where to start, but let's say with the Tutu Foundation, it was really bringing everybody together. They were all going in different directions. They were all doing brilliant things, and the early days of the Tutu Foundation was fantastic. And the founder was the Dean of Southwark, the late Colin Slee and his wife, and of course Desmond Tutu and his wife. And then it went through different phases, and so the whole idea now is to make it have a much broader ambition than it did originally, although what it was doing originally was great. It was working in the boroughs of London and around the UK, but now we want to be really ambitious.
Fantastic, fantastic. So tell us more about some of your new initiatives coming up.
Yes. So the new initiatives are, we are going to have our very first ever Desmond Tutu Peace Lecture, which has been going on in Cape Town for several years. They've had wonderful people like the Dalai Lama and Kofi Annan. But here we're doing our very first one, and it's going to be Sir John Major, who of course was very significant in the beginning of the Northern Ireland peace process. And each year we'll probably then move on to African presidents, for instance, and it's in partnership with the Commonwealth and Baroness Scotland, who's the head of the Commonwealth, and she will help us get the speakers, and we'll hold it in Marlborough House. It's a very beautiful building next to St James's Palace of Whitehall. And that's one of our big things, because that increases the profile. This year's Peace Summit at Regent's University London proves to be very exciting. It's on the subject of hate, its causes and cures. And so far we've got Michael Palin speaking,